Hello to everyone tuning in and welcome to Media Breakdown. I'm your host, Ketis Fikre, and today we'll be taking a closer look analyzing the Malcolm Gladwell podcast episode, In Defense of Paw Patrol. Now, you might be thinking, why would he be making a podcast on Paw Patrol? Well, Gladwell does this because he wants to firstly catch the listener's attention and make them ask questions before the podcast begins. The topic Paw Patrol is also perfect because the targeted audience probably doesn't know anything about Paw Patrol. This immediately hooks his audience, making them pay attention a bit more to the podcast. The construction of this episode is very clever. Gladwell introduces a framing question initially. Why should I care about Paw Patrol? He then guides us through a mix of voices and opinions, parents, critiques, teachers, and child development specialists. He doesn't just tell us something and then move on. He constructs a stacked conversation while doing it. We hear the complaints that the show's too simple, full of stereotypes, perhaps capitalist propaganda. But then Gladwell begins to break down those criticisms. He introduces us to commanding voices that offer a differing argument. A psychologist points out that Paw Patrol teaches young viewers problem solving, collaboration, and persistence. This appeals to logos, sounds reasoning and professional judgment, is readily entwined with pathos, emotional appeal. Parents whose children are comforted and ordered by the program inform us so. Someone even commented, I was willing to dislike it, but then my 6-year-old explained the team roles to me, and it kind of made sense. It is a turning point. It rings true. Gladwell narrates the story in a more steady tone. He is not trying to force the topic upon us, but he is more inviting and wants us to reconsider by asking questions, rather than constantly giving us facts or answers. Being the experienced speaker that he is, Gladwell uses tools such as ethos to go through the more uncomfortable parts of his topic, which I think is very smart because the listeners feel more open, regardless of the topic. He also uses more tools like subtle audio cues during the right moments, a soft piano, or suspenseful chords, which are all used to shift the perspective or tone when needed. These tools help us create an image of ourselves in the world of Paw Patrol without even realizing it. By the time the episode is over, Gladwell has reframed the question completely. Rather than, is Paw Patrol good or bad? He asks us asking, why are we so quick to write off what children relate to? His conclusion is that Paw Patrol has more to teach us than we know, and it is not just an apologia. It is a challenge to consider more deeply. And that's why the structure works so well. Gladwell begins with a provocation, takes us through logic, emotion, and credibility, and finishes with a new lens. His pacing is deliberate, his music selections are sparse but significant, and his message resonates. So, after listening to today's podcast, just remember whenever you see Paw Patrol on your TV or any other kids shows, try to understand what's going on beneath the surface. I'm Kidus Fikre, and this was Media Breakdown.